What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to Squad's Night In. This week, we have our special spooky edition of Squad's Night In, and we're going to be talking about everything Halloween. I hope you guys like the new set. We got some Kit Kats up front. Go ahead and take one if you like.
Not a sponsor.
Wait, make sure you understand that we ain't sponsor. we want some, so if you want to sponsor us, go ahead, be my guest. But let's get right into the fun fact of the day with your boy, Jaime.
Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a nice week. The fun fact for this week is that the first jack-o'-lanterns were made from turnips.
Right. Now, let's go into our first topic of tonight in the spirit of spookiness. When did you guys know that it was going to be your final Halloween?
Kahil?
Man, okay, so obviously, what Josh was talking about is we all have that point in our lives where we just know, we ain't doing Halloween next year. It's not going to happen. And so I guess for me, I've explained this to you guys. I guess for me, the time I knew was when I wasn't really that old. I mean, I haven't been trick-or-treating for I want to say 6 or 7 years. I wasn't that old. But I just knew it. I mean, I didn't put that much effort into it. I kind of just put on some face paint, kind of like jigsaw kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I walked up to this guy's door when I was with my family and stuff. And then and he asked me, he's like, "What are you supposed to be?" And I was like, dang, give me the third degree. And I told him, and I mean, you could just kind of tell that he wasn't impressed.
Yeah.
And he thought I was too old for trick-or-treating. So I think after that, I was kind of scarred and was kind of done with Halloween after that.
Wow, how old were you when that happened?
I don't know. It was 6 or 7 years ago. So
Oof.
14, 15.
Yeah,
Damn.
right around there.
I was sophomore year, freshman year? Wild. Well, for me, I don't know. I guess I woke up one Halloween and my dad asked me, he came up to me and he was like, "Hey Josh, you want to go trick-or-treating this year?" And I was like, I can't really be bothered.
Right.
'Cause I think at that point I had started my job, and I'm just like, if I want to get candy, I can go to the store and buy it.
Right.
And I don't have to suffer through all the garbage
Right.
they hand out. So I was just like, yeah, I'll pass on this year, because it gets real humid.
Right.
In October, it's been pretty mellow recently.
Yeah.
But it used to be really humid and hot, and I'm like, I don't want to walk around the neighborhood in an all black robe,
Right.
I usually go as the Grim Reaper or something.
Right.
So I'm done with that. I'm
Right.
good. I'll just go to freaking Dollar Tree and get
some candy.
Kats,
Right. Yeah. What about you, Jaime?
I had to say, it's almost the same thing as you when 5 to 10 people ask me, "Aren't you a little too old to go trick-or-treating?"
Yeah, that's the killer right there.
And I was like, man, just mind your business. Give me a candy.
Why are you asking questions? I'm here for candy, not to get interviewed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know. And I think after that year, for me, it was just kind of I was almost in the same situation as you, Josh, where it wasn't I had a job or anything,
Yeah.
but I almost just didn't even care anymore. I didn't want to do it. Getting a costume and putting on that costume and actually walking around was just too much for me. I was what? I could stay inside. I could be doing other things. There's AC inside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We can get candy any day. I'm not gonna be walking around in October in the humidity and doing it. So
I think it was also around the time when my dad just stopped caring about putting up
decorations.
Yeah.
Decorations.
Oh man. Yep.
And he was I think it was around the Christmas beforehand. My dad was asking me, he was like, "Do you guys want a Christmas tree?" And I was like, "Not really, I don't really care." And he was like, "Okay." And then he just stopped putting up decorations all together.
Right.
And then he was like, he was like, make sure you turn the lights off out front of the house so people don't come to the door.
Oh my gosh. Hey man, we can get into that in the Christmas
and
episode.
I think these people came to my house with their kids, and I had to like open the door, and I was like, hello, and they're like, trick or treat, and I'm like, I ain't got no candy for you.
That's the worst. That's honestly the worst. Like when like your family's like not really participating, or like your family's away, and you're like at home alone, and like people like come up to the door expecting candy, and like it got to the point where like I would just like not like I would hide, like I would not open the door or anything, like turn the porch light off and like don't even go to the door.
Just yell from the kitchen, go away.
Oh my gosh.
Hey man. So let's go on to the next topic, which is scary experience. What the hell that's supposed to mean? You could have been a little more descriptive.
Well, you never had like a scary Halloween experience?
Oh, you right. You talking about freaking what was it? It was Hallowed Scream. That
For
one
you.
time I just left. So what happened was we went to Hallowed Scream. I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember. But yeah, we went to Hallowed Scream, and I wasn't really having it, that night. Like, I'm not really a fan of scary things. It's gotten better over the years.
Yeah, but you didn't tell them what happened. Tell them what happened.
So what happened was I went to like a couple houses, and like I was just going through it the whole night. Like I just couldn't handle it. So we went to like, I think it was one of the houses. I don't know if it was insomnia or what. We went to one of the houses and I was like, I'm not going through that. So they went in without me. And then I was sitting out front in front of one of the, I guess it was like the horse stables or whatever that like giant white building is at Busch Gardens.
Yeah.
And I was waiting there for them to get out.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess they got out at a different like part of the park because it was a house. So they didn't know where I was, and I didn't know where they were, and I think my phone was dead. So I was just sitting in front of that house for like an hour in the cold, freezing. And then I think Malcolm finally found me or something. But,
we were waiting for you at the front. Because we were looking for you. We told you said you were going to be right here. And when we came out, you weren't there anymore. And we were like calling you, and you didn't answer. And then when we did see you, you just didn't talk to us. You were just scarred.
Yeah, dog. I was broke. We went again this year, and it rained.
Yeah.
The first like hour, it rained. It was like a 30% chance. But of course, you pick the one day a week it rains. But yeah, it wasn't as bad. I felt like I matured some.
Right.
Yeah.
My first experience like that, I was way too young to like go to any of that stuff.
Yeah.
But like, I went anyway. Like it was like I went with my brother or something. And a family friend, and we went. It was Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah.
And like I said, I was like kind of a kid, and like I shouldn't have been there. It was kind of terrifying, honestly. Like it was kind of scarring. So like, and first of all, when I got there, it was kind of funny. Like the funniest thing happened. So like these girls were there. And they were like hiding behind this like prop up like sign or whatever. And then like there was a guy on stilts blowing fire, and like he started walking towards them, and they ran out of there so fast, and like they knocked the sign over, and like I promise you, I was on the ground crying because like to me that was the funniest thing ever. And then we actually got in the park, and so another like crazy thing happened. Like I said, I'm too young. Like all this stuff is like freaking me out. And so like there's like these clowns, and they're like kind of big. They have on like these big kind of suits, and like this one clown has 2 things in its hand, and like it's like banging them on the ground, like chasing people. I was out of there. Like I was gone. And like I'll never forget my first haunted house like at that place, like walking through. I think I'll never forget the experience, but I don't remember the house. I think it was like Freddy Krueger or something, Nightmare on Elm Street or something like that. And so I walk in. I mean, to me, like these people are just popping out of everywhere, like just getting way too close. Like I'm like ducking and like all these things. It was pretty much terrifying. And the only thing I was looking forward to was like eating. Yeah. Like I was like avoiding everything and eating. We went through this chainsaw house, like chainsaw massacre house, whatever. And it was just terrifying. It was all terrifying, and I haven't been back since. Like just because like it was too scarring. I was too young. Like I shouldn't have been there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What about you? Just that first year with Josh.
No, I'd have to say like we have a neighbor and he used to put up like this like haunted like.
Oh, you talking about highway?
Yeah, he used to put like this haunted driveway. So every Halloween before like school, he'd have the music playing, and from like the morning till nighttime, and then he's like really good with technology, so he'd have lots of like effects as you walk up the driveway. He had like this flying cockroach, and he would like swing at people. He had like security cameras so you could see you walking up, and he'd be like at behind his door with a microphone. He'd be like, "Come get your candy," and so like every year it was pretty great. But yeah, he stopped putting it up, but that was probably the scariest thing ever. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really. I think I understand like my limits, and I honestly think it's just the animatronics that get me.
Yeah.
Like, I can understand, like, the people don't really affect me anymore. Like, I know they're actors, but, like, when those animatronics come to play dog.
Oh, my
like,
God. The ones that can, like, react as soon as you, like, get close. Those freak me out. Like, they jump up, like, when you're about to get candy, or they, like, make a noise. Yep.
Yeah, I think we went to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal, and they had this one like dog animatronic. I think it was The Walking Dead or whatever. And dude, I was so scared to walk past that. I was like, I'm literally going to die. Like I saw it jumping out at people, and I was like, nah, I'm not walking. It's a horrible dog. Yeah, I hate those so much. So let's go on to the next topic. It's on a little a lighter note, which is our plans for Halloween. Let's start off with you, Jamie.
I don't know.
You know, maybe my cousins, maybe my little cousins might do some trick or treating, so maybe I'll go with them. Or if not, you know, maybe there's some party going on or something. I'll just be watching Netflix.
Right? It's kind of weird, like where I think we've kind of like gotten to that point where like we've kind of explained it, like we knew it was going to be our last Halloween, like we knew it was going to be our like last year really getting into it. So like this Halloween I literally have nothing planned unless like we plan something last minute or go to a party or something. But like other than that, I mean, like this is a pretty pointless segment.
Yeah, dog.
We are young adults that couldn't care less about.
Well, it's almost like we couldn't actually go trick or treating.
This is true
because like people would, every house would like refuse to give us candy.
Right?
Like I would go if like
just put on. All you have to do is put on a mask.
We're too old to trick or treat.
Yeah, you're right.
But we don't have kids yet. So we're at like the awkward phase where the only thing we can really do is either do nothing or go to like a party.
Right.
So I mean, it's just pick your poison.
Pick your poison. I'll probably be watching Hulu or something like that. So I'll enjoy it.
Bunch of freaks.
Oh yeah.
So best and worst candies.
All right. So Josh, you're gonna start us off. And you're going to start off with the worst, and then you're going to tell us what you think the best candy is.
Roast me.
All right, let's hear it.
Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, worst candy out on the line is candy corn. And if you disagree with me, you're a freak.
He
Not actually.
He puts ketchup on his fries.
You're the freak.
Hey man, I'm just letting y'all know. If you disagree with me, you're a freak. But the best candy out there, I honestly think, because when I go back to my early days of trick or treating, when I would open my giant bag, it was candy. The first thing I went for was always like the Crunch Bars. And that I honestly think those are like the best things people hand out. Yeah. But apparently, you know, I'm in the minority with that. Like I watched a video the other day and people were hating on Crunch Bars. And I don't understand. I think they're pretty good. You know, I like Crunch Bars rather than like Hershey bars. You know, I just like the crunch.
The crunch.
Yeah, but I guess people really hate Crunch Bars for whatever reason. They'd rather have freaking like Whoppers or candy corn.
Whoppers pretty
freaks.
Good.
Oh my gosh! All right, Jaime, what about you?
You know, nothing grinds my gears more.
Here we go.
Than some healthy thing handed out.
Okay. Somebody that has to like ruin Halloween with health.
I'm not here to get a pack of small raisins from you. I'm here to get some chocolate or some candy. You know, if you hand me a pack of raisins,
So give you some
I'm
Raisin
walking
Bread
down.
cereal.
I'm walking down your driveway, going, nah, turn back.
you're telling every kid that's about to walk to their door, like, y'all might as well turn around. Ain't nothing going on here.
Hands you the raisins. Nah, you can take these back. I want them.
Tells the kids walking, they ain't even handing out candy. You're like, they're not even handing out candy. Turn around.
They shut down for the night. Turn around. Ain't nobody want their raisins.
I heard they were giving out like poison and stuff. Like
pull away your thing when they're trying to throw it in there.
The pack of raisins falls on the ground. Don't know about that. Yeah, that's good. All right.
You know, the best candy. You know,
say candy corn.
Candy corn's pretty good.
Candy corn's pretty good, but if anybody gave that to me like in a bag or something, like I'd probably be like, "You guys are freaks." Like, give me something like
Fun Dip. Sometimes I would get some Fun Dip.
Oh
Fun Dip is
my
pretty
gosh!
good.
Yeah, I forgot about Fun Dip.
You know
what?
I'm with you 100% on that one. All right.
Yeah.
So like the worst candy for me, I've said it to you guys already, but like I gotta say it again: Almond Joy. That is such a like adult candy. Exactly. That is such a like an adult candy that like if you, and it's not even good. So like if you are like handing that out to kids, legally, like I think you go to jail. Like I think like that's illegal. I don't think you should be able to do that. And if it's not illegal, it should be. Like you should go right to jail.
Yeah, dog.
And like I said, the best candy. I actually have to agree with you. Fun Dip. Like if you got one of those, like you were solid. You know what I mean? Like that Halloween was a success. If you didn't get one of those, I mean, it wasn't like it was a bust, but it wasn't quite as successful as it could have been.
Or a king size, any king size, Halloween bar.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, especially at like the pink streets.
Yeah.
You know? Like it's like the super rich neighborhood, and they always give out the best candies. Like that's what you got to do for Halloween.
Yeah,
you really just got to go to like the richest neighborhood you can find, because you try to get candy on Southside St. Pete, you ain't gonna get nothing. People gonna be handing you out for your Almond Joys. You go over the pink streets and they hand you the whole freaking party bag.
Thanks for coming. Like handing out goodie bags. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, goodie. Yeah, you're right. They do have those too.
It's like when Jamie was talking about when he went to that rich family Easter.
Oh, yeah.
And the like Easter eggs were filled with like $20 bills. That's like
I was like,
Halloween,
what is this? Like,
right.
My friend, parents are kind of wealthy and stuff, and they had the Easter, and I opened one. Yeah, it was with money. I was like, what?
Then you start doing that for Halloween. Just giving people money,
right? Yeah. And you always see that in like cartoons, like, oh, these guys are handing out full size candy bars, or oh my gosh, if you go to this neighborhood, they're handing out money. But like, I mean, come on, like, really, like nobody's really handing out money.
Yeah, I feel like it only happens in like rich California,
right?
Like
at least not here.
Yeah.
Not as outside AP.
Okay.
Wait, before just a little side. Wasn't there a person handing out cats? You were saying one time. I think one time you were like, Jay. I think one time Josh called me after trick or treating, and he said, "This lady in our neighborhood is giving out kittens. If you want one." And I was like, "What are you talking about?"
For Halloween?
Yeah, she was giving out kittens. Yeah. Oh well.
It was too long ago for Josh. I guess.
Dog, my memory's garbage. I can't even remember what I had for breakfast, dog.
Right.
It's wild. Man, it's gonna be a short episode.
It is.
Man, that's wild.
Well, dang, how long did we go?
It was about 18 minutes.
We're fine.
Well,
we're not gonna ramble on. We're not gonna keep you guys. This is a super short, super spooky, spooky season, super spooky Halloween episode of Squad's Night In. Don't forget the usual, to like this video, to comment down below what you want us to talk about. We would greatly appreciate, some feedback, some topics that you want to drop in the comment section. We will look at it and we will read it and get some good insight. So like I said, don't forget to like this video, comment down below, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And like always, this has been an episode of Squad's Night In.
Catch y'all later, dog. Y'all enjoy.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Hey.